Northman Coaching at School, a men's community focused on discipline, faith, and leadership with weekly perspective calls, and meets about brotherhood, accountability, and application. Our brotherhood focuses on rebuilding identity after divorce, hard life resets, and all other issues that all of us have faced. Our brothers have been there and done that, and are there to extend the helping hand to help get you back on your feet and take charge, rebuilding yourself so you can have a strong foundation and be able to lead by example with faith, hope, and love. Right now, Northman on School is only 84 cents a day. 84 cents, and only 54 cents if you sign up yearly. Try it free for 7 days, no obligation, and you will see how beneficial this will be for you. Dude, invest in yourself. Northman Coaching at School. You are worth it.
Disclaimer. We are unqualified and unapologetic. We are not professionals. We are not doctors. We are not therapists or mental health experts. Just a real couple living real life. So take what works, leave what doesn't. Let's do this.
Sessions and lessons unscripted. Say it twice so you don't forget it. Hey! Session lessons unscripted. Hit record, let the mess get edited in my Mic on, brain off, laugh line, straight cuts. Spilled tea, spilled truth, old scars, new proof. Inside jokes on an honest loop. Side quest in a living room booth. We don't plan, we just press play. You say careful, I throw the script away. Sessions and lessons unscripted. Every stumble gets uplifted. Turn my problems into punchlines, twisted. Till I feel my spirit lifted. Sessions and lessons unscripted. Every secret gets remixed, shifted. If it's awkward, yeah, we give.
What's up, everybody? Guess who? It's me, Joel, host of Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. And sitting across from me, why are you looking at me like that?
I'm waiting for my intro.
Oh, Gloria Rosario.
Hello, everybody.
Did you like that intro?
No,
Well,
I'm too late.
yes, no do-overs. Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm tired.
I am exhausted. I did not sleep one wink last night.
You know, it's funny you say that. I don't understand. Like, I know you've had sleeping problems since we've been together, but I don't understand how you'll say that you that you don't get any sleep when it seems like you're. I mean, I catch you sleeping. You sleep. So what do you mean you don't sleep?
Last night, I literally heard you farting and snoring all night. I can attest to that.
That's a little TMI.
Yeah, well.
That's those barking spiders.
No, insomnia is something that I've had since I was little. Since I was probably like 5 or 6.
Were you ever diagnosed officially with that or no? You were?
Yes.
Insomnia?
Yep.
Well, that's not good. So they don't give you anything for it?
I refuse to take medication for it.
You have so many medications already.
Well, not only that, it's just I don't take anything for sleeping. And you know I don't like to take anything for sleeping unless I like genuinely have to.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like it just drains me even more to take them just because I fall asleep and then I have a hard time waking up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yes, I noticed that.
yeah. Well, my mom and I were actually together earlier today when we were talking about it, and she's like, "Why do you look so tired? Did you not sleep?" And I was like, "No." And she's like, "You don't listen to your music anymore to go to sleep?" I was like, "That doesn't work anymore."
I used to listen to music when I went to bed, but I haven't for a long time.
Well, I don't know if a lot of people know what binaural beats are.
No idea. Explain.
So it's music, and it's this whole thing. I'm not going to get into it now, but you know how music releases different waves?
Frequencies,
Frequencies? Well, there's a sleep frequency, or there's different frequencies, and then there's different beats to those frequencies. So they make music that gives off that frequency that kind of gives you the, I guess.
That's kind of freaky if you ask me.
It's like meditation music, basically, but it has like an undertone of binaural beats.
Have you seen this speaker that you put under your pillow and it makes your pillow a speaker?
Yeah.
And you put your head on it and it like you hear this music in the pillow? Mm-hmm. That's weird to me.
Well, this is not that.
You know, I know some people wear earbuds and headphones to bed. I can't do that.
Yeah.
There's no way. What if somebody breaks into your house during the night?
If they're going to break in, they're going to break in whether you're wearing headsets or not.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be ready for them. I'm like not laying there.
I don't know. The way that you sleep and the way that I've tried to wake you up when I needed something, I don't know about that.
See, I sleep soundly, but I don't sleep enough. My doctor even told me that I don't sleep enough.
You don't sleep enough.
And then those 2 days last week when I was sick, I was in pain, but I was literally in bed all day, and it felt good to be like just in bed, like sleeping and taking naps and.
Must be nice.
Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't nice. I thought I was dying. But anyways.
A small price to pay for a nap.
No, there's been times where I actually do get my rear end in bed, and I get more than the more adequate amount of sleep. And
yeah, but that's your fault, though. You don't sleep enough because you're doing things.
Yeah.
I don't sleep because I can't sleep. There's a difference.
I don't know. That kind of makes me think about that, right? Like think about it. People always complain about they don't have time to do anything, right?
Right.
When in reality, I think that's a load of crap. I think people do have time to do stuff. Like myself, I'm going to talk about myself, right? Mm-hmm. There's so many things I want to do. I won't even go into the laundry list of stuff, but it's just a matter of prioritizing your time and managing your time.
Oh, I agree with that. I really do.
So it's like, and sure, there's only so much time in a day or whatever. And of course, you got to take care of yourself, right? You got to make sure that you get enough sleep, you get rest, you relax. Which, if you're doing stuff you want to be doing, you'll be relaxing, right? But
right.
And I'm just talking about myself. I need to get better at time management and form routines because that's important. It's like, but I just find it funny that most people complain about it. Most people are like, I don't have enough time in the day, blah, blah, blah.
Well, no, there are those people that work like 2 jobs. And
oh, for sure.
There are people out there, but
see, even then, if you have to work 2 jobs or extra time, whatever, still, you're going to have some free time. Right. And it's like you have to manage that free time that you have.
As somebody who has worked 2 jobs or 14, 16-hour shifts, what I did with my free time was take naps. I really did, because your body's tired.
Yeah. I guess there's nothing wrong with that.
No. Especially if you're working to support your family, you're going to put your family stuff first.
Okay, so then what would you do if there was hobbies and stuff you wanted to do? Then it just gets put by the wayside, right?
Of course.
And that's kind of what we were going to talk about today, which is funny how we kind of segued in there. Because
that wasn't planned, by the way.
Gloria and I were talking about when you let things slip you by. And what else were you saying? Like when...
the things we left behind.
Things we leave behind and things like changes that happen.
Right.
As we progress in this thing called life.
Yeah.
So... it's an interesting subject because I could probably think of a handful of things right away.
Well, go.
Well, there was a lot of, and I don't know, maybe I overwhelm myself, and I know I'm into a ton of stuff, and it's like, I mean, not to sound like an ass or jackass, but most of the time, people have told me that I just have, like, I could pick something up and just be good at it.
Right.
So it's like with the music, like a lot of my music, I taught myself. I didn't, did take lessons when I was young, but I don't know. There's I think a lot of my problem is just being a procrastinator.
Procrastinator.
That, and then like my self-esteem isn't great. My self-worth wasn't great. They're improving little by little as the days go on, but like for example, we talked about my drumming in another episode, right? In a past episode, and I was talking to one of my friends about it, and because I was I was in a band that was, and it was funny because when I first started playing in the band, it was kind of a train wreck, right? Because this was like my first band. I taught myself how to play drums, so it's just like I'm just winging it, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So for whatever reason, I got the courage to try out for the band. They liked me, and then I just stuck around. So then, as time went on, we would practice Sunday nights. So, or not Sunday nights, but Sunday mornings. And so we'd go in his basement Sunday morning and we would just jam or whatever. And then it was funny, not funny, but by the time like I got used to playing the songs and I was doing it without making mistakes and all this other stuff, that's when we broke up. And then like my friend asked me like why. It's like if you guys were ready to go do shows, and I kind of blamed myself because I didn't think I was good enough, and I was just, it was fear, right? Fear crept in and I let it mess me up. So, and then throughout afterwards, it just got less and less and less and less. And I mean, that's like, I couldn't tell you the last time I touched my drum set. Every time I think about that, I think of that movie Step Brothers.
Oh, that's funny. Step Brothers.
Don't touch my drum set.
Did you touch my drum set?
Okay, now this is a hot take, right? This is like the hottest thing now, people doing hot takes. I hope everybody's sitting down because I got something to tell you guys. I think that movie's stupid. I don't know. Some people love that movie. There's parts in it that, yeah, okay, it's funny. But overall, I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe I got to watch it a couple more times, but I just couldn't. I don't know. It's just two grown-ass men just acting like little kids the whole movie.
That's the joke, dear.
Yeah, but it's not. It's just cringy. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not the most mature guy in the world, but yeah, that's not. Although I do find, like, what's his name? Thomas C. Riley? Well, I don't remember his name. He's actually from Chicago, I think.
Is he?
Yeah, I believe he is. Oak Park or somewhere. But, yeah, so music is one big one. I'm not going into super detail. Like, I used to DJ. I used to play piano.
But I'm talking about, like, we've talked about these things before, but there has to be more to Joel other than, like, playing music and...
Like what?
You tell me.
What else did I leave behind? There's, like, a ton of stuff. Like, that kind of stuff.
Like that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to keep in mind, my upbringing was a little weird.
That's
so
a lot.
I didn't have a normal upbringing.
Yes, I realize this.
So, I mean, I don't know. You tell me, and then I could maybe come up with more stuff.
Well, no, I mean...
Okay, then give me an example of what you're looking for. Doctora.
I'm not looking for anything in particular, but
No, but tell me, you brought
like,
up the subject.
the things that we've left behind. Like,
Okay, like?
look at it this way, right?
You have to give me an example.
My first life was childhood, right? That's my old life. Then there was adolescence me, and then there was single Gloria.
May I
before she
stop
got
you?
married. Yes.
So the childhood thing is just I mean, you're not going to stay a child forever.
No,
You're gonna
these
grow.
are different stages in your life that you
Okay.
go through. Yes. So what's your question?
My question is, what are you talking about?
Okay,
I'm
I'm
confused.
talking about different stages of your life, right? When
And again, my stages are weird. Ran away from home at 15. I went from 15 to adult male. Couldn't even buy cigarettes or beer or anything.
but you were running a household.
But I was running a household paying bills.
So what I'm getting at, okay, it's like, look, as we get older and progress in life and get into different stages in our lives, everybody goes through the same stages, right? We're all children. We're all
for
babies.
the most part, yes.
We're all children,
Yes.
adolescence, adulthood, and current us, right? So what I'm talking about is when you're a little kid and you're playing with your friends and then everything is normal one day and then you go to sleep. And before you know it, you're in the second phase of your childhood to where you leave, I don't know, the skippets behind, the
Well, I mean, that's just called growing up, right?
right. Okay, so now take that and put emotion behind it. So behavior-wise, we act differently as we get older, right? When you're a toddler, you act like a toddler. When you're
Right.
so
Well, I know adults that act like toddlers. And I don't act like the most mature person either.
no, but like for me, and I told you this, we talked about it before, so this isn't shocking or anything, but I was upstairs prepping food for tomorrow,
Okay.
right? And I was thinking about getting older and how much my life has changed. Even
For
though,
the better.
well, that's up in the air. No, for the
Not-
better.
That's not very reassuring.
Okay, yes, for the better. The parts of me that I left behind or the things that I used to like to do that I left behind, obviously, is like, I told you, I always had my nails done, I always had my eyebrows done, and now it's like,
Not with Sharpie, though, like that story you told in another episode. her Sharpie eyebrows.
the butt face. No, it was
butt face.
not butt face, but you know, I used to get them tinted and threaded, and you know,
Well, I have pictures of you all made up and done up, like
exactly.
that I found when we met.
And I used to do that like more often than I do now. But I've grown up and older, and now that stuff, it's important to just still take care of yourself. But now that I'm in a different stage of life, like,
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
However, I'm going to challenge it a little bit
okay,
because there's nothing stopping you to still. I mean, minus like not having. It's not cheap to get nails done. I didn't even know that was like a big thing.
yeah.
Like whatever happened to girls just staying home and painting their nails? Like I don't know how much a thing of nail polish costs, but whatever happened to that where girls just stay
I
home
would
and
rather
paint?
just go and get my nails done and get it over with. Have somebody else do it for me, look pretty.
That's not what it is. It's these ladies want to have like trinkets hanging off their nails.
But you
And nails that are like
No.
6 inches long.
But you've seen my nails. Like the craziest thing that I do with them is I get like
Coffin nails.
coffin nails. Ooh,
Those are kind of cool, actually.
I love those. But
Anyways, so no, I'm going to challenge it a little bit because you can still, excuse me, you can still put on makeup. You can still dress up, not dress up, but like be more presentable. You don't have to look like a slob. You know what I mean? Not that you look like a slob.
Oh, I will tell you,
But,
I look like a homeless man 90% of the time.
No, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, you just like to be comfortable. But anyways, so like I was saying, there's nothing stopping you. And I've always told you this, I do not want to hinder, like if you're, like I know you're into drawing and painting and writing and doing certain things, you know, hobbies that you have. I do not, and I mean this 110%. I don't want to stop you from doing things you want to do. I don't want to. You should be able to do your own thing. You have fun and not feel like, you know, whatever. But I don't. There's really nothing stopping you.
No, not necessarily stop. See, I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. It's like, okay,
but what you're telling me is you're sitting over whatever you were doing earlier, how you used to this, you used to that. So why you used to, why don't you do it?
and that's my point. I left it behind. I stopped doing it because life progresses, and it's not as important to get my nails done.
Okay.
As it is to have other things in place of it. Does that make sense or no?
Sort of, but
Okay.
I still stand on I'm still saying you can still paint your nails, you can still do your hair, you can still, you know, dress up a little bit or put makeup on or
Right.
draw Sharpie eyebrows, whatever. I should try that with my mustache. Maybe I'll fill it in more.
Fill in your mustache. No, but I'm talking about like the importance of it. You know, obviously, like
Okay, so you're saying it's not an important thing.
it's not important.
Okay.
So I left it behind. Like it mattered to me at one point. Getting my nails done.
So then, would we say leaving it behind? Just, I would think it's more of a.
But I mean, it's more than nails. Obviously, it's other behaviors.
I know what you're.
Other...
No. I get it, but I don't know if I would call it leaving it behind. Then it's just the level of importance just dropped a few notches.
But you're leaving it behind because it doesn't become.
Okay,
it's
but
not important.
No, that's. See, I disagree because you're
But
leaving.
this isn't a disagreement; it's a conversation.
So I just go with whatever you're saying.
No, but there is no agreeing or disagreeing.
There is, because when you say that you're leaving it behind, you're just leaving it. You're not leaving it behind. You're changing the priority or the level of importance.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, and I'm listening.
So will you ever paint your nails again?
Of course, I'm going to do it tomorrow.
Then you're not leaving it behind.
No, but
you
it's
see what
not,
I'm saying?
But my point is that it's not as important to me as it was in the past.
So when
I would rather, let me finish, because I would rather have us money to do things, because nails are expensive, yes?
Yeah, why don't you just use nail polish like a normal person?
Because I like to get pampered. I like to pamper myself.
I can paint your nails.
No, thank you. I've seen your work, sir.
I went to art school at one point.
For 2 days.
No, I wasn't 2 days. It was longer than that.
But you see what I'm saying, though?
I do.
We leave certain things and certain part of ourselves in the past as we grow, because we develop new hobbies.
Well, hobbies come and go.
Not just hobbies, just anything from the past. It could be a hobby, it could be a job, it could be a car, it could be anything that's from your past, because you find new passions and new things that you like, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm getting at.
Okay. Give me another example. So you don't want to paint your nails, you want busted ass nails.
No. The priority becomes not as important, like you said, because Do I want to spend $100 to $75 on my nails because that's how much it costs, sir?
How much?
Anywhere from $75 to $100.
That's ridiculous.
That's what it costs. It's art. So instead of paying that all the time, I'll do it, but
you can buy the stuff that they use at the salon.
You are missing the point. Can we get past the nails and let me finish what I'm trying to explain?
Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm saying it's something I like to do. It's something that makes me feel nice. But there's other important things. Instead of me money, it becomes us money. I would rather invest my time, my effort,
That's just being responsible.
But that's what I'm saying. You're leaving one habit behind because you're growing and maturing and finding new passions and
you're finding new priorities.
Right.
Right. That's what I said. The priorities change.
Yes, your priorities change.
Right. So I was right.
There is no right or wrong there. I disagree. Well, I didn't put a statement out there for you to disagree. I'm just telling you.
Okay. So then the next thing that comes out of your mouth, I'll just agree with. How about that?
No.
All right. Give me another example.
And there's that, right? And then obviously you leave old circles of friends and family to form new ones. And that's a different type of growth. Right? It's endless. There's so many different things that you could put there, that things that don't seem important anymore, that were important at one point. And it's just a sign that you're growing and maturing.
Well, that's what I was about to say. It's just a sign of growing and maturing. And then finding what's important, what's not. Of course, when you're younger, most people make a lot of stupid decisions.
A lot of poor decisions.
But once you get older, you realize, for a good example, I guess, is when you're a kid and, Joel's in the supermarket with his mom and dad asking for the Frosted Flakes. They said, no, put it back. And then you think they're the evil of the world because they didn't let you get Captain Crunch.
And then you grow up and you realize, oh, shit, my parents were trying to pay rent or they were trying to pay mortgage. That's why I couldn't get my cereal.
It's going to sound weird, but I was, when I moved in with my mom and dad, after stuff started going south and fast, I was in my mid to late 30s, I think. And then just then I'm realizing it was kind of cool because I realized why they did what they did or why they would say what they said. When you're a kid, you don't think about that stuff, right? So once you get older, oh, that's why they'd say that. Or, my dad was he was a hardworking guy. And both my parents worked. My mom worked. My dad worked. They were able to buy a house and, a car and, keep bills paid and all of that stuff. I don't know what finances was something that was talked about anyways. But
because it didn't concern you. You were a kid.
No, I know, but it's once you get older, you realize kind of the importance of all that stuff.
Right.
So you're not, when you first get your first job, you're like, oh, I got money to go, buy $300 Jordans. So it's but then when you become actually, you know what, now that I think about it, you have grown ass men that'll do that.
Yeah. Nothing changes for some people.
But that's the thing, though. It's all about progressing and, finding where your priorities are. And then, hobbies and stuff like that can always come and go. You just got to see what's important.
Yeah. And I think a lot of times, too, we don't necessarily think about the actual importance of things.
No.
It's just we're so busy consuming and just living life and just going through the motions that we just don't pay attention to anything anymore.
It's amazing how like time will pass you, and it's like, I mean, especially with like say for example, and I get what you're saying about growing and like, you know, leaving certain things behind or whatever, but it's amazing how time will get away from you. Like you're you know, you when you realize like, man, it's been so long since I've done this or that or whatever. But then
you
even
don't miss it.
no, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, like you're too like cemented in like what's going on at the moment. Like
Right.
you're too used to your routine or lack of routine, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So like you said, people just get in this like kind of slumber and they just live life and like on autopilot almost.
Right.
And then they don't I think you need to take time to do the fun stuff, to do stuff that'll make you happy. At the same time, making your life the best you can make it, I guess.
Yeah. And it's not just, I mean, nails is just like a stupid thing that, you know, I was just thinking of, but there's so many things with deeper meaning that we just stop taking care of ourselves and we stop doing things that we love and we stop just, we don't, I guess, how can I put it? We don't.
Are you saying like you just kind of accept things like this is my life now?
Yeah, it's like we surrender and then it just becomes.
Surrender's a good way to put it.
We surrender and it becomes monotonous.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like you're just going through the motions and you don't do anything to stimulate your life, to stimulate your imagination, your mind, your brain, your growth.
Or go back to the stuff that used to bring you joy.
Right. Right. And leaving those things behind isn't necessarily like, oh, I can't afford to do it or, oh, I don't have time. It's just sometimes we get so like self-involved with things that we forget that, I used to like to do this. And, I used to take art classes or whatever it is, you know, because we're so stuck in trying to pay the bills. I mean, obviously that's important, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're, you know, trying to keep our heads, everybody, above water at this point. We're trying to keep food on the table, you know, work, bosses.
That is true.
That.
Like, especially nowadays, most people are kind of struggling one way or another. And you're all that other extra stuff, you're not even thinking about it. You're not thinking about nails. You're not thinking about makeup. You're not thinking about going to buy a new drum set. You're not thinking about.
You're not thinking about like yourself, like the things that made you happy, and that's kind of where I was kind of getting it. Like the nails was just kind of something.
No, I get it.
You know.
No, I get it.
But there are so many other things that we just stopped doing. Things that we enjoy, things that like inspire us, things that make us who we are, creative.
Okay, but
you know?
Let me ask you, why? Like, I get it. Life gets in the way. You have to life. You have to
life. You don't.
But don't you think it's just a matter of you finding the time or carving the time out for it, even if it's like say you want to read more, right?
But see, it's easy for me and you to say, oh, just find a little bit of time. But we don't have 2 or 3 kids running around asking to be fed. You know, our life is completely different than somebody with like kids and teenagers. And
I get it. That takes more time and more attention. Yes, that you are right. But at the same time, it's like even with us when we don't have kids or anything like that, you still, I mean, you can still find time. Like I was going to say, you could still find time, even if it's not something that's done daily or, I mean, shoot, if you want to do something weekly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, say, for example, one of your things was art. You like to do art. So you have only so much time in the day. You're tired. You got a bunch of stuff going on. It's kind of hard to fit it in.
Right.
So then you just tell yourself, okay, I want to do this, you know, on a Friday night since you don't go to work the next day or whatever.
Yeah.
Then on a Friday night, that's what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? You make the time for it. Mm-hmm. And then who knows, maybe down the line you figure a way to make it 2 nights a week or
3 nights or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, you're still doing the activity. You're just not
focused on it all the time.
Right. I mean, it's like priorities. Like I said, things have priorities and like levels of importance.
No, and the thing is, it's like we also need to find time to just disconnect from everything.
Right. It's all about like, and I know a friend of mine might be listening, and I don't, if I recall correctly, when the word balance comes up, he challenges it. But I think there needs to be some sort of balance, right? Like you have to know, you got to navigate. You can't. I think a lot of people's issues is you're either way this way or way this way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're not really navigating or planning things out.
No, we become zombies, just kind of basically going through the day, going through the motions, and kind of
going to the job you love.
No, we lose ourselves in that.
Yeah, that's true.
And that is not good.
Would you say you've ever lost yourself?
Oh, I'm still lost. I'm always lost.
I don't know how to take that. I am your shining beacon of life.
I've lost. I don't want to say this.
Don't worry, you will not hurt my feelings.
Not everything is about you, Joel. Believe it or not, I am my own person.
Oh.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I know.
Continue.
No, I don't. I guess.
Okay, let me ask you this, and this is a semi-serious question.
Ooh.
Okay, so you say you feel like you lost yourself?
Parts of myself.
Parts of yourself, okay. But is it because you feel you had to compromise certain things?
Oh, life is one big ass compromise.
Okay, but I'm saying like currently, did you have to compromise anything? And that's why you feel like you have pieces of you missing.
I think so.
And why did you need the compromise?
Because that's life. I'm not always going to get my way. And you're not always going to give
Okay, so let's do the nails again because this is, I don't know why we keep talking about it, but it's like the easiest thing. So with the nails, you compromised ever doing them or spending the money to do them because...
I don't...
But that's not something that's going to...
Make or break?
Yeah, make or break you.
Like I said, the nails that was probably a bad example, but that's one of the things that I could think of that to not make it so like complicated.
All right, so let's dig a little bit deeper, ma'am.
We're digging. Get the shovels.
So, name something that you have compromised that makes you feel like not complete or whatever.
My time.
Okay.
That's like the biggest one.
So your time, like I know you work a lot, so there's the job, and that takes like a good chunk of your time.
That takes like 90% of my time.
Okay. Now, let's see. Okay, and then when you come home, it's usually like cleaning up, like dinner or whatever.
Right.
Okay. And then... what compromise is being made, I guess, is my next question.
In what sense?
So let's say after all your whole like day, right? You said 90% is work, which I mean, it seems like I'm always at work too.
But. Right, we're always at work.
There's still a little bit of time left. Is that what? Maybe you're overwhelming yourself because you want to fill that time in, or I don't get it. Like
more
that's what I'm trying to understand.
That's not what it is, because excuse me, before my grandmother passed away, right? Where was all of my time was dedicated to that, right? And now it's my mom. My mom took over my grandma's place, and now it's like I have to balance.
Yeah, but then you also have your normal clients.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I have to balance, my family with work, and then my home life. Mm-hmm. So, in between all of that, sometimes I feel like I lost myself, and not in a negative way.
I know we have talked about this before, and you have brought this up, that you feel, I think your thing is that you feel like you're living for other people. That's what it is. Like you don't have your own life, right? This is kind of what you were telling me before.
Yeah. But I don't resent anybody for anything. It's just, I know that I kind of spread myself thin.
So now we're getting down to the nitty gritty.
Nitty gritty.
So, okay. So you feel like you're lost, or you lost pieces of yourself because you're filling that with other people's stuff, right?
Yes and no, because
you're living for other people, right?
My schedule evolves and revolves around everybody. And sometimes I feel like
okay, but like that's not to sound harsh, but that's kind of the life you choose,
of
right?
Course. And let me tell you, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Okay.
I love my job. Obviously, I love my family.
So is it a lack of maybe boundaries as well, or no?
Boundaries? No, I don't think so. I don't know how to explain it. When we're involved, and this is part of being like in the healthcare and medical field and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. It's a very complicated field to be in when you're working with people.
Where it's I was going to say a service type job, but you're there to take care of people.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not working in a warehouse.
So it's like a selfless thing, right? You have to not worry about you. You got to take care of them.
Right. And the thing is like, it's, how can I put it? It's not necessarily a bad thing, because I do enjoy being around people, and I do love my job. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't stick to it if I didn't. This is,
right.
Especially right now, I can do anything, but I choose to stay in this field because this is what I know and this is what I like. Mm-hmm. This is what pays the bills, But I don't know. Maybe it's the whole trying to find myself and my place and my footing after my grandma passing, but I think everybody goes through this at some point. Not just people that have lost someone, but it's hard to kind of balance everybody else's stuff and balance my own stuff. And I think the lines become blurred sometimes.
All right. Not to cut you off, but I kind of see what you're saying, and I kind of relate, right? Because when my wife passed away, I was lost, right? And then I felt hollow, for lack of a better term, right? But to that point, it was like I was living for other people, right? I didn't really have my own life. I ran away at 15 and like my life became
somebody else's.
Yeah,
right.
somebody else's. And it was that like that for years. I mean, I'm telling you, you got to keep in mind, I was, 15 when we met, and she passed away when I was, like 42?
Yeah.
That's a long freaking time.
That is a long time.
So when she passed, I felt very lost. I didn't know what direction was up. I didn't know what I was going to do. Of course, all the feelings and grief and all of that stuff. And then having to like kind of find myself or, kind of see what's up. Like I needed to figure all that out. And even to this day, and it's been a while, and, I don't want to say I'm ashamed to admit it, but even to this day, there's still residue or residual stuff from that experience. And, yes, I'm dealing with it now, but I think it's a matter of, I guess, figuring it out. I mean, you have to, of course, you can't ignore yourself for other people. I mean, and that's fine. And I get it. Like you want to do it. You want to help people. You want to do this, but you can't lose yourself in the process. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you have to find, like, in instances like what I was just saying, it sucks. It does. But then you have to, I mean, not to sound like, whatever, but you kind of have to figure it out.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
And that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm at the point right now where I kind of have it figured out, but I'm kind of still kind of struggling a little bit.
And it's fine.
And that's normal. I mean,
And you have me here to help you.
Right. My life changed so dramatically. And I think that's
Would
what
you
it
say
is.
getting married was, well, of course, that's a big thing, right? Especially two people that said we never get married. But would you say that's one thing that kind of is a major change that kind of threw you off?
Oh, for sure. It threw me off,
Well, look what you married.
Well, well.
Yeah, but it's the best thing that ever happened to you.
It's hard balancing.
Well, things change. I mean,
right, but hold on. It's hard to balance who we are while being married, while taking care of our jobs, while taking care of others. It's a lot going on, But I don't think I would have it any other way. I told you, I do not see myself ever working a 9 to 5. And I will die on that hill because this industry, medical care, CNAs, PCTs, LPNs, RNs, in any juncture that you work in, any department, any specialty that you have, any degrees that you have, working with people is very hard.
It can be, yes.
No, it is. Not that it can be. It is hard. We're not working with inanimate objects. We're dealing with people who have needs, pain. They're suffering. They're sick. When they come to me, they're at the end.
Yeah.
I am the closer. And I think, I don't know, maybe it hit me that it's like, I'm a closer. Like, there is
when you put it that way, that is kind of...
It's a lot. And it's hard. But I don't see myself doing anything else. Because this is what I like to do. It's a very stressful job. It's rewarding. Don't get me wrong. And I
would say it's also thankless at points. right?
Yes and no. It depends. I don't do it because I want somebody to thank me. I don't care. I do it because I want to do it. I'm not the type of person to do something or stay somewhere where it's not
Where you don't want to do it.
right. Trust me, if I didn't want to do it, I'll figure out a way to make my living. I've done that so many times throughout my life, figured it out.
A nice job at Costco.
I can't.
Greeting people at the door.
Can you actually see me greeting people at the door?
Absolutely not.
Exactly.
Actually, I heard if you get a job with Costco, that's a pretty sweet gig.
I mean, I don't think less of anybody because they work at Costco or because I wipe ass or, it's a job. But,
well, I don't know if I had to pick from that to working at Costco.
But see, that's where it comes in. It takes a special kind of person to do this job because.
Well, yeah, you're kind of dealing with bodily fluids.
But that's such a small part of my day, Like, I'm not just sitting there repeatedly wiping everybody's ass. There's a lot more to it, And I think it's very easy to lose motivation or...
That's a good thing to bring up, too. Like, I think that kind of goes with what you were saying and what you brought up. When people lose motivation.
Yeah, that's part of it. You lose motivation. A lot of people have told me, like, you're so smart. Why are you working as a caregiver? Why didn't you become a nurse? And it's not that I don't have the intelligence to become a nurse. It's just...
I wouldn't be a nurse. That's
I wouldn't be a nurse.
That's a crazy job. I mean, you got to be a special kind of someone to be a nurse, right?
I don't know. I've come into some nurses that I'm just like, how the hell did you get through college?
I'm telling you.
Like,
I work with some. I'm not even going to. I probably shouldn't even say.
No, you shouldn't. Leave that alone.
But I've worked with people that it's like, how the hell did you get this job?
Who are you sleeping with in the company?
Yeah, well, I might have said something like that in the past.
Like, what are you doing?
You must have pictures of the boss in compromising positions.
Something.
It's like, how the hell did you get this job?
No, but I mean, I didn't mean to turn it into gloom and doom. This is kind of the direction that it took.
It's kind of I mean, it's a deep conversation to have, and I think some people get lost and they just stay stuck on lost.
No, but
you know what I mean?
what though? Parts of me that I have lost,
and their lives suffer for it.
No, wait. Parts of me that I have lost needed to get lost. Because holding on to those things that don't help us grow, that are just kind of...
No, if it don't serve you any purpose.
That's what I'm saying. It's okay for those things to kind of leave your life and for you to pick a different path. There's nothing wrong with it.
No.
There's people you leave behind. There's friendships you leave behind.
I think bottom line is if it doesn't serve you any purpose, let it go.
Yeah.
Right? Or no?
No, you're right. If it doesn't serve you any purposes,
and that goes with everything.
Anything in your life.
But at the same time, do something nice for yourself. Go get your nails done.
Oh, I'm going. Gotta tell me to.
Just don't ask me for the money because I don't have it.
When do I ever ask you for that? Mama finances herself.
Yeah, but if I could give you the world, lady, I would. Trust me.
I know.
I bought you some nice flowers yesterday.
Yes, he did.
I sure did.
They were pretty flowers.
Oh, and I did something kind of stupid yesterday.
No.
Did I tell you this?
No.
Yeah, I did tell you a story. So anyways, I was at work yesterday, right? And I wanted to get Gloria some flowers, just random, you know. I want to get her some flowers. So I go to the store and as soon as I walked in, the flowers are right there, which is awesome, right? So there's this display, and Gloria loves plants, right? She loves potted plants and stuff like that. So there was this little mini bouquet thingy that was in a pot. And I thought, she would really like this. So I pick it up. I look at the display. There's no price on the display. So I look at I have it in my hand. I'm looking at it. There's no prices on it. So I decide, maybe the price is on the bottom. So I take this thing and I tilt it to look at the bottom to see if there's a sticker or something on it to give me the price. And all of a sudden I just hear, and all this water just everywhere, just all over the floor, on my boots, just everywhere. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I hurried up, right, and I put it back. And there's just this big puddle of water. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. Yeah, and I just kind of walked away, slowly looking around to see if anybody saw.
Oh, I'm sure somebody saw you.
I'm sure somebody was pissed because they had to clean up aisle 2.
Aisle 2.
Anyways, I think we'll leave it there.
Yes.
That was our little random conversation for today. I hope it didn't confuse anyone.
I probably did. It started with nails and then it went to other stuff.
No, but I think bottom line is...
do little nice things for yourself. Don't stop.
Don't completely lose yourself and don't give up on things. Don't let life take over. You know what I'm saying? Or beat you up. Right? Is that the summation?
Yeah.
Is that what we're...
Yeah, I think so.
And do something nice for your partner.
For your wife. Always.
But don't leave all the flowers with no water because they'll die. Can you imagine that? Somebody just bought that thing and it's like, why are these flowers so dry? Because this idiot spilled all the water out of it. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, so, don't let life beat you up and don't, it doesn't do you any good with coulda, woulda, shouldas either.
Oh, for sure.
So, all right, guys, remember the website, sessionsandlessonsunscripted.com, and emails if you want to email Gloria recipes for cookies or something.
What?
At sessionsandlessonsmail@gmail.com. And then our social media, TikTok and Facebook and
the whatnots.
And the whatnots. And also, Gloria, do you want to plug your...
Yes, I do. Join me on Glowing Off Script, where we have fun and don't know what anything does.
And don't know what the hell we're doing.
No. No, seriously. Join me every Friday. I upload... Well, that's the plan is to upload every Friday. We don't know, but that's the schedule for now. I have people on the show. They talk, we talk, communicate, giggle, have a good time, or trying to anyways. I'm still trying to figure it all out, but
yeah, it's still in its beginning stages.
Formative stages.
But you're doing a great job, babe.
Yes, I have 2 interesting guests coming up.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yes.
There's some really good ones coming up.
Yes, there are.
Yeah.
I have...
do you want to tell people or do you want to kind of...
No, we can talk about it. It's not safe.
So what was who's the next guest?
My next guest is going to be Athena. She is...
An old friend of yours, right?
Yeah. She used to be my barista.
Oh, her personal barista.
At the Bucks of Stars.
At the Bucks of Stars.
Yes, Starbucks.
And then who's on the next episode after that?
And then, drum roll, please.
Sister from another mister.
No, same mister.
Oh, same mister, same different mama.
Yeah.
Okay.
She exists. Nobody believes me that I have siblings, but yes. I talked to my sister, and I'm looking for... These are going to be fun.
They're very good.
They're interesting. Yeah. So check them out. If you want to be a guest, I'm looking for guests currently. You guys can reach me at glowingoffscript@yahoo.com. That's GLOING offscript at yahoo.com. Don't look for with the W because you won't find it.
Yeah, Glo is Gloria. Glo is short for Gloria, of course. So it's GLO.
Yeah.
No W in her name.
No.
That would be weird. W for weird.
Yeah, but check us out. We upload every Friday.
Yeah, guys, check it out. It's really cool. I like the guests, and she has it's a cool show. So check it out on Fridays.
It's gonna keep evolving, so be patient. It'll get there
for sure. All right, guys, and don't forget my book, May December End, the Ballad of Joey Flowers. It's available right now on Amazon Kindle, Nook, and there are copies on TikTok Shop. If you guys go on TikTok. The TikTok copies are signed, so if you wanted a signed copy, it's also in the works. There was a paperback on Barnes and Noble, but there was an issue, so look out for that. We will be reissuing them on paperback at good old Barnes and Noble. So I'll let you guys know, of course. And I think that is it.
Yes.
Do we have any other plugs or anything? Actually, yes. Just really quick. My friend Gary Holtz at northmancoaching.com. If you guys looking for a life coach, especially if you're a guy, if you're going through a divorce or a relationship issue, it doesn't have to be that, but that's something that they do kind of specialize in. But if you're just a guy in general and need a life coach to talk to, Gary's your guy. northmancoaching.com. They also have a school community that's SKOOL, and you would go on school and look up Northman Coaching. And then my other buddy Cliff Shuffler, he's another life coach, and he does more. Also physical and mental coaching. So if you're looking for something in that kind of vein, give Cliff a shout. His website is ceshuffler.com, and those guys are all over TikTok, so you'll find them. Gary's handle is Superior Mailman, and Cliff, you can find them under CE Shuffler. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for listening. We really appreciate you guys. Spread the word. And is that it, Mrs. Rosario?
Drink your... What was my thing? I haven't said it. Drink your coffee and sip your tea.
Drink your coffee and sip your tea.
Don't be a savage.
Don't be a savage.
Bye.
All right, guys. See you on the next episode.